Hey guys, I just have another addition method here called the addition algorithm, and this may help some students that have difficulties trying to add a lot of numbers in their head, because using this method, um, a student doesn't have to add numbers that equal higher than 20. So anyway, I'm going to um, do the traditional method first, and then we'll rewrite the problem and work the addition algorithm. I'll show you the guys that. Okay, so first we're just going to add like traditional in the all the way to the right column. So we have 9 plus 8 is going to equal 17, and then we have 2, that's 19, and then we have 6, that's going to be 25. Carry the 2. Then here we have 2 plus 7 gives us 9, plus 3 gives us 12, plus 4 gives us 16, plus 6 gives us 22. And then we have 2 plus 8, that gives us 10, plus 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13, plus 5 is 18, excuse me. So our answer here is 1,825. Again, some students have issues trying to add all of those numbers in their mind when you're going down a column. So the scratch addition algorithm kind of eliminates that need to do that. So let me rewrite the numbers, and then I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay. Oop. Move this up a little bit. There we go. All right, so we have our numbers rewritten over here. And so the scratch algorithm is basically when you start adding numbers, when you get to a number that's 10 or higher, you're gonna just mark a little scratch through the number. So in this case, we have 9 plus 8 gives us 17. So we're just gonna put a little scratch right there through that number. And then we're gonna write our 7 over here off to the side. Okay. Then now we're gonna not focus on these numbers anymore, and we're just moving down the column. So we have 7 plus 2, that gives us 9, and then 9 plus 6 gives us 15. So we're gonna scratch through that 6 and write our 5 right here. Okay, and that's how we're gonna continue doing it through the whole thing. Now, with our 5, we're gonna go ahead and bring that down here. Okay, so there's our 5. We're not really going to worry about this number anymore, this small 7. If you want to circle it or erase it or do something like that so that it won't confuse your students, you can do that. But then we're going to count our scratches, and we're going to carry that number of scratches over to the top. So in this case, we have 1 scratch, 2 scratch. We're going to carry that number over here, so that's 2. Then we have 2 plus 7 gives us 9. 9 plus 3 gives us 12. And I didn't really leave myself a whole lot of room here, but I'm going to go ahead and write my 2 right there and give myself a scratch. Okay, so we have, that was 12 right there. And now we have 2 plus 4 gives us 6. 6 plus 6 gives us 12. Okay, and then we're going to write our little 2 right there and put a scratch. Now, our last number at the bottom, we're going to carry that down here. That gives us 2. Count our scratches. We have 1 scratch, 2 scratches. There we go. There's our 2. 8 plus 2 gives us 10. So we're going to scratch through this and write our little 0 right there. The 0 plus 2 gives us still 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. So we can write our 8 right here. And then we're just going to bring down our scratches over here. And that gives us the same answer that we came up with the traditional method. using the Scratch algorithm. So I hope that helps some students or parents. If you've seen this and you're like, what is that? I don't know. It can be a little confusing if you forget to do something with these leftover numbers. So if you're a parent and you're trying to learn this method, it might be a little confusing. You can either, like I said, you can circle it to remind you that you don't need it anymore. If you want to erase it, you could do that. I wouldn't suggest putting a line through it because then you might mess up your count with your scratches. Anyway, but yeah. Anyway, so that's the Scratch addition algorithm, and you count your scratches and carry those numbers over. Makes it just a little easier, so you don't have to try to remember all those numbers in your mind as you're adding down a column. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video.